garçon, Converse on my feet. Yeah, I just ate. Bone apple cheat. Young refugee, are you ready or not? We beat to rap with key beat to lock. Hand me my keys, then I skate off the lot. Enemies retreat before we the block. Early morning, late night, Jay Leno. Run me my cake or some. Don't be the last straw that broke the back on the camo. Y'all know where I'm from. Shoo, Dale Lamo. Same soup, I just had to reheat it. Ain't know my name, I ain't had to repeat it. I'm with the ride with the blah blah. All that like Kel and get it. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that. All that. All that. I'm with all that. All that. All that. I'm with all that. I'm with all that.
We checked your file, you are not. No. You never swap chili for EBT. In Vegas, my Chiefs Taylor Swift, stay red T, 2 pop. We be 2 West, what nose be 2. Moving won't leave like tennis, that squat. The best advice come from villains. What it do, lil? Big back, tube sock, fell in love with my mirror, everything your crew not. With the wood wop, give why?
Same soup, I just had to reheat it. Ain't know my name, I had to repeat it. I'm with the ride with the blah blah. All that like Kel. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that. Yeah, I'm with all that. I'm with all that. All that. All
With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
You have to love how these guys are working together out there. The communication on the floor has been excellent, and they'll need that for sure in this next matchup.
Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Well, that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
That'll be a 5-second call. And with both teams fighting for playoff position, this is as intense of a regular season as you'll see, Grant.
Oh, B.A., you can feel what's at stake here in the arena. Both of these teams will treat this like the postseason. The playoffs start now for them.
That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
From Tyrese Halliburton.
Turner's got his second bucket of the night. And the Bulls call time here. All right, Doris, where do you think Halliburton ranks among the NBA's best point guards?
Well, he's certainly, B.A., got to be near the top of the list. Number one, his vision is absolutely tremendous. He can create on the fly. As importantly to me, it's his spirit and presence, the joy he brings to the game.
Base-Mates Dance team, everyone. Show them some love.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. And one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Chicago with the ball. Here's White. And they pick up 2.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Here's Vucevic. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Ball no good. Halliburton goes. And the dunk by Halliburton.
My goodness, how about that explosion? Halliburton takes off.
Here's Buzelis. Back to Ball. Pass to Vucevic. That shot off. Indiana on offense. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
They swept the season series, which is very much in line with how these teams finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Now here's Ball. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. All by himself. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
I tell you, there are a few players more exciting in the open floor than OB Toppin. So much fun to watch him get in transition.
Here's Buzelis on the money from 12 feet away. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. Back to Toppin. Pass to Turner. Chicago grabs the miss.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
I like seeing Giddey challenge defenses like this, making them compromise in the process.
At the line for the Bulls.
Chicago shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Greg.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Here's Smith. Can't get it to fall. Pacers leading by 3. McConnell from outside. Nice start for him. Taking his first shot.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Pass to Collins. Missed inside. Indiana on offense. Here's Shepard. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
I mean, just so alert with his head on a swivel. Walker able to find the open man.
Collins, no good. The finish! And the finish on the break with the slam.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
There's the steal. Pass to Giddey. All alone. The rebound by Nembhard.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Trey Jones.
First team
That's
foul.
his first foul of the game.
Coming onto the floor for the Bulls.
Here's McConnell.
Patrick Williams.
Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. To the left side wing. To the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Shepard. And that one's long.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Back to Dosunmu. Here's Jones. And so it's Indiana finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. Back to the game.
9.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Substitution on the court.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. Pass to Buzelis. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
Now Turner, covered by Vucevic. Back to Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Obi Toppin is a showman. Put him near the cup and watch what happens.
And that one's good.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Left side Mathurin. Pass to Turner. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Turner's got 6.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Now White. Here's Vucevic. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Ball. Pacers with a rebound. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Yeah, it was a tough one to watch. There were some bright moments, but ultimately their mistakes caught up with them.
To be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were out.
Oh, okay then.
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
Right wing. Pass to Vucevic. And he lobs it up. And Williams punches it home.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Siakam, right side. Here's Toppin. It's tipped.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
Mathurin with a steal. In transition. Outside for Halliburton. And there's a 3-second violation. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
What a heads-up play by Obi Toppin. Feeds the open man. Easy opportunity.
And it's in there.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Here's Siakam. Collins with the rebound. The Bulls trail by 10. Oh, deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Smith.
The assist.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Oh, my goodness. Off his feet in a hurry. You love to see Jalen Smith play with aggression in the paint.
One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, B.A., how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
Pass to Walker. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That jump shot is going to be key for Walker in his career, especially with how physical a player he is.
Free throw good. Walker. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And so it's Collins who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. 9-point game. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, there's the alley. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
36 seconds left in the second quarter. Jones in the post. He's scoreless. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. That one's off. No good on the second free throw.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
They get it again. Dosunmu outside. And at last, they get one to fall. 17 seconds left in the first half. Here's McConnell. Got a piece of it.
Boy, nice job by Smith. Gets a piece of the ball without committing the foul.
Pass to Dosunmu. And there's the foul. It's on Ayo Dosunmu. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Indiana closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back after this word. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Back to Halliburton. To the middle. Siakam left side. 6 on the shot clock. No good from 11 feet. Bulls trail by 7. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
We call that tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
Grant, how about Kobe White going from a bench player to one of the league leaders in minutes?
Yeah, Kobe played more than 35 minutes per game last season. Top 10 in the league. We saw White hit another level, so he has an exciting future in front of him.
To the inside, Halliburton. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Kobe White picks one up.
Now, this is part of the evolution of Tyrese Halliburton getting an opportunity at the free throw line.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Here's Buzelis. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. You can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim. Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Is your Pacers Youth Dance team. Let them hear you.
Pacers leading by 5. Three-pointer Matherin. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Pass to Buzelis. Fires from the line. Pascal Siakam with a rebound.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
The Pacers pull it in. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Indiana shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, B.A., that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the 3, but go to your first strength.
Pass to Turner. Toppin outside. Back to Turner. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Bulls trail by 10. Here's White. It doesn't go for him. Halliburton with some nice D. And here's Matherin. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And here's Turner to the paint. Reverses. No good with a layup. Chicago with the ball. Down low. Here's White. Misses from short range.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Halliburton outside. Back to Siakam. Pass to Turner. Inside. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Bulls trail by 10. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Timeout called. The Bulls.
We want to give you shirts, fans, but you need to be the loudest. Can you do it? Let's hear it. Team, everyone. Show them some love.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Williams misses. Indiana leading by 10. The 6-footer. And Neesmith gets it to go. Neesmith's got his second basket on the night.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
The Sunmu for 3. Here's Shepard, averaging around 5 points a game. And the foul on Patrick Williams. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Walker. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Second personal foul.
You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. The Bulls trail by 13. Here's Dosunmu. And again, no good by Chicago.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Nice shot by Walker.
Some of y'all go get a wash. Some of y'all just go pop. Some of y'all just go talk. But none of y'all ain't really got. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'd be at peace if it wasn't for you. Yeah, only want your love beside me. But if it me, then you. And that's the way I like it. Everything been okay.
They salute me so much every time I show up. Her about face. Everything no cut. Y'all up. I'm really gonna trip out, babe. Load a heady 7 guts while you waiting no nuts. Tell them I was on PCH. You f***ing that's thinking they cuter than you. Oh, say you on your cycle, but he on this too. Oh, the tables been turning so much I was thinking it's foosball. The tenderness of them mistaking them for some wacko. Oh, walk, talk, like Kenny, like Boss, like Solana. I promise, more buzz. There's a waltz, there's a crater, or a spaceship. Get lost, no favors, I wager whatever you worth. I bought something about a conservative regular girl that still can thorough as don't need your psychic can reach a zodiac sign. It must be a Gemini moon, cause we about to go half. Mistakenly, nobody been in a bag, but how many bodies done? Some of y'all go get washed, some of y'all just go pop, some of y'all just go talk, but none of y'all ain't really got. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'd be at peace if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, only want your love if it's solid.
But if it's me, then you, and that's the way I like it. 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 I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30.
Chat. Should they fold that no yoga mat? Chat. No strings attached. Chat. Should ain't no questions asked. Chat. They chat. They chat. They chat. Chat.
Do I let them bump his gums or get him?
Chat.
Do I take his and wear it for fashion?
Chat.
Do I do my stuff and take it to the max?
Chat. They chat. They chat. They chat.
It's my turn, I raise my hand. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. 100%, yeah, I'm all in. Act a fool like David dancing. Got my rock, I take my chances. Folks be asking what the plan is. I don't know till Father answers in his hands, just like the planet. We both floating, I'm just saying. Yeah.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Trailblazers come into town for this one. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. After this game, the Kings head back out on the road.
The assist, Domas.
Yeah, and these fans could not be any more behind this team right now. The winning streak has kind of captured the entire public's imagination, and the level of enthusiasm, man, is off the charts.
And you think about the future of this great league, certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
Here's Monk. Rebound by Murray. Here's Simons. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Assisted.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
Monk outside. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Ayton. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. Now, he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. The coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively, he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Pass to Murray. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Back to Simons. Just 4 to shoot. Tries a three. A three-pointer is right on target.
3 points. Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
In his first 3 seasons in the NBA, Stan, Anthony Simons only started 5 games. Now he is out there a lot and getting starts.
Well, look, Kevin, he played under Damian Lillard. Not a bad role model for Anthony Simons. Another 6'3" guard with explosive scoring capability.
Here's Sabonis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Portland ball.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Now Simons. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And Simon shows off that soft touch inside.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal.
You know, Stan, as productive as Zach LaVine has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, at this point in his career, it just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does.
Into the lineup for your Kings.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Simons from outside. It's hauled in by the Kings. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Kicks it out to Ellis. Shoots over Simon. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Trailblazers leading by 5. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Carter outside. .102 left in the first. Fires the 3. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That is his first foul of the game. Ellis right side to the middle. Here's Valanciunas. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Ayton. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Well, when you watch Valanciunas now, the thing that stands out most is the rebound. On a per-minute basis, he's still one of the best in the league.
And Henderson throws it down hard.
Well, look, if you give Henderson room for liftoff, he's going to jam it all over you. Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
And Carter has it in the corner. Pass to LaRavia. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game to the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead
50.
by 2.
The
5 from goal.
17.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Murray. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Pass to Walker. Anderson looking it over. Shot clock at 6. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Henderson's got 5.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
And here is Monk. He has been a nice option for them offensively and is averaging more than 17 points a game. Here's Sabonis. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
And I love it when Sabonis throws it down. Listen, we know he can shoot it from deep, but the dunk is easy money, baby.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
On the wing, Walker. Lots of room. And the shot is long. The Kings trail by 3. DeRozan inside. Wide open look here for Murray. Hits it from 3-point range. Murray's got his first 3 points of the game.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Left side, Sabonis. Monk outside. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. And so Sacramento again turning it over. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to DeRozan. Inside. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Murray with it. Kicks it out to Ellis. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Powering that one down. Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Grant outside. Portland, no good that time either.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
DeRozan in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Grant.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And Valanciunas has got the ball here for Sacramento. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Throw it down, Keegan. Mr. Murray flying high.
On the wing, Walker. They grab their own miss. Floats one up. Here's Henderson. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
29.
It's Sacramento. They're up by 3. And 26. Don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Sacramento leading by 3. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Here's Sabonis. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Ayton. And the wide open shot from Avdia. It's hauled in by the Kings.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Monk outside. Back to Sabonis. Some solid defense from Ayton. Trailblazers trailed by 3. Pass to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
And guys, so far in this one, Murray has been delivering offensively. This kind of scoring is what made him a high lottery pick.
Murray outside. It's stolen by DeRozan. And the call will be against Anthony Simon.
Anthony Simon.
That's foul number 2 for him.
2nd personal foul. 1st team foul. Substituting on the court.
Isles inside. Still scoreless. Carter outside. Pass to LaRavia. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
DeAndre Ayton.
And Ayton throws it down.
It's always good to see Ayton going up strong, using his physical gifts.
Here's Lyles, defended by Avdia. Monk outside. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Murray. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. For the lead.
I had to put my headset in. Fuck.
And Sabonis pulls
I didn't know my
it down.
headset wasn't in the whole time. What the fuck?
Greg,
That's
give
crazy.
us one word
Live
to
streaming
describe
like,
Domantas
my headset
Sabonis
on?
on the offensive end.
Fuck.
Kevin, I guess
That's
I'd say
crazy.
dominant, but that only scratches the surface.
I should
The
pass
way
that bitch.
Sabonis drops
Gotta paint,
dimes, hits
fucking
shots,
nigga.
and controls
Damn.
the glass. Dominant
Oh, yeah.
just doesn't even really
Oh, yeah, thank you.
begin to say enough.
Should have blocked that shit. I don't know why.
And that's great to watch Monk share the ball. He's a more than capable passer when his mind is right.
Hell
Here's
no.
Simons. Carter pulls it in.
You second half guy? Go
Sacramento
crazy.
leading by 3.
Oh, yeah.
Down low. Sabonis. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far.
Easy
He's
bucket.
only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the
God,
table.
block stupid shit like that.
He can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Timeout called by the Kings. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
That was cool here. Good stuff.
Sacramento leading by 3. You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that.
I'm gonna figure out how to make
and
it with
it
that
didn't
nigga.
go well early on, but they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
Hell no.
That ties it
Fuck.
up. Simons has got his third basket of the night.
Well, you can't give Simons a look from 3. He's a knockdown guy.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Outside, Avdia. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, the defense catches a
Oh, yeah.
break
Can't
there.
guard 2 people.
You expect him to make those.
The shot's good from Monk.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Simon.
Hell no.
And that one hits back iron.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender, right in your face on that shot.
Well, good footwork, good assertiveness, able to put a ton of pressure on the shooter.
6 on the shot clock. To the paint.
Fuck.
Here's Valanciunas.
Fuck.
And with every swat, Klingon is earning a reputation as a shot.
Hell no. What?
A nice shot by Simons.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot
That shit
mid-air?
keeps happening.
For the lead.
Hell no.
And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Start
Three-quarters of
back
play in the
should
first
be
game
lit.
here.
You wonder who's gonna start in the fourth quarter?
The Trailblazers.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Portland trailing here.
What the fuck?
Back to Avdia. Knocks down
Oh
the
my
free ball.
God. That's so stupid. That's
Those are
stupid
the
right
types
there.
of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Murray right side. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Ellis. And he makes good on the layup. And the Kings lead by 1.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
They get the rebound.
Oh my God.
Back to Avdia.
What the fuck?
Kick out to Simons. Pass to Klingon. And finally they hit one.
Hey.
Oh, great job of keeping the play alive. Klingon using that reach to secure that one and get the second chance look.
He sucks.
He's the team here in the fourth, generating a lot of
Really
separation.
trash as fuck.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has
Oh
switched
my
hands
God.
on
What the
this
fuck
one.
going on? This shit's
And
stupid.
coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is
Okay.
just going to go cold. That's not going to happen. It doesn't look like
Good shit.
in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
You need to stop
They
right
should
here.
continue to get the ball inside.
Look.
The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, Simon
Oh my God. That big ass white dude on.
to the
yeah.
inside.
Hey, give me that shit, nigga. Oh yeah.
Taken away by Ellis.
Oh yeah. Got that shit, nigga. 2 more stops, 2 more scores. Game over.
Adding to his long list of highlight reel finishes.
Who's this? Oh my God. Who the fuck is that? Big ass white dude.
Fundamentals, guys.
No Diddy.
The one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Oh God.
Murray left side. Pass to Levine.
Oh yeah, foul me. Good shit, boy.
That one goes in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out
Red
fall
carpet
apart
treatment.
defensively
I like
right
that.
now, especially on the interior.
Now, Thibault.
Hell no.
Good on the triple.
Fuck.
Thibault's got it all tied up now for Portland.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second
Never
half.
shot with him before. Shit.
Defense been. They've been content to let them fire away. They
Hell no, you tripping.
out to the arc.
Oh my fucking God.
Kamari. He's looking for Thibault and finds him. To the paint.
Hell
Second shot
no.
opportunity. That shot, no good. On Steve from Levine. Over in the corner, Ellis.
Oh my God.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
On the wing, Levine. Outside, Sabonis. Outside for Murray. 5 on the clock. Here's Ellis.
Shoot that shit. Fuck. Fucking hard.
Shot clock violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified.
Oh, I should have been a steal.
We're talking about a game down the stretch.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Type shit.
Fans, your Kings, you
Both teams changing it up here. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team.
Oh my
He said,
God.
"This is
Why
what
it's
we
not
wanted.
tipping it for it? It's not volleyball. What the fuck?
Now let's go out there
Drop the
and
fucking
do
ball.
just that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We played just over
Oh my
3.5
God.
minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Defensively, DeRozan has the size and instincts to guard multiple positions.
That's good. It's Levine with the assist. 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, hard to find a more clutch performer.
He gonna throw a good
than
pass. Oh,
He
yeah.
had no problem coming up with the huge make.
On the wing, DeRozan. Pass to Murray. Sabonis, high post. On the clock.
Oh yeah. That's a bucket. No foul? Fuck.
And they force the
What about
shot
what are you gonna do, boy?
violation.
What's up? It's right.
Great D.
It's right.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
That boy needs some Gatorade.
Inside. It's
Thank you,
stolen
sir.
by DeRozan.
Keep us win championships, my boy.
Pass to Sabonis. To the middle.
That's game, my boy. Good job. I was talking through the whole game. Some reason my headset wasn't plugged in.
Yeah, don't
It's just
you
crazy.
just love to see a player embrace that?
Fuck.
Are you kidding me?
I can do it too, nigga.
A massive make by Simon, proving he can
Break. Shut the
deliver
fuck up.
in
Boy, you know
a
I'm the GOAT.
crucial moment.
Oh my God. Trolling so fucking hard.
And at this point, the focus is
Let's game, my boy.
take care of the ball, no needless fouls.
You had a chance. Oh yeah,
and no
thank you.
threes.
Thank you. Come again. Yum yum. Yum yum. Yum yum. Yum yum. This is what I do to niggas. This is what I do to niggas. Make them look stupid. Yeah, G.
He is a determined finisher.
Yeah. Am I the GOAT? Bro. Oh!
And there's a whistle. It goes on shape. And That's foul number 2 for him. And stolen by Simon. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man.
One more game. Nigga, I just played you. Should be an easy win. Yeah, that's that fuck, nigga. Last game for tonight.
Ryan Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter Allie LaForce.
That shit, nigga.
They definitely came into that one hoping to be competitive. Unfortunately, they were anything but.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score.
Are you serious, man?
What do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think
no settings you could change to fix what I'm gonna do. I'm really him.
the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
Here's Towns.
Sassy boy.
Towns with the finish.
And that's a powerful man
I can do it too,
right there. Towns is never going to pass up a chance to finish with authority.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Towns outside.
What the fuck, man? Are you serious, man?
Ooh, costly foul there.
You're gonna miss one at least. Probably two.
And there's the call. Sacramento with the foul. It's on Keegan Murray.
Yes, sir.
No good on that one.
Sure hurt.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, BA. He's an elite three-point shooter,
Right.
low scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
And it's the Kings with the ball. Murray scanning the floor. Back to Sabonis.
Thank you, sir. Pretty simple.
Slams it in.
You don't have to do too much.
Sabonis get dominant like this. Defense has no chance to interfere.
Towns down low. Pass to Brunson.
Good fucking move, boy. That's my son right there.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
Fuck you, nigga.
Battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here.
Let me get this shit.
And so it's New York with it.
Fuck you.
And here are the Knicks. Towns outside. Pass to Hart. The three is up.
Hell no.
Nice start
What?
for him. Sinking his first shot.
Fuck that shit.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Up top, Sabonis. To the paint. Floats one. DeRozan finds some space.
God
Kept
damn, that's a
alive.
hard shoot, that nigga.
They kick it out to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. And there's a 3-second call. This one
Thank
on the
you, dumbass
defense.
nigga.
Well, Grant, in the spring of
Old-fashioned
2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded
shit, boy.
61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
The assist, Keegan Murray.
And people forget that DeMar DeRozan has competed in multiple dunk contests. This man has elite balance.
Hell no.
Anunoby.
But no, that shouldn't be a realistic shot. That's stupid animation.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the head coach for Sacramento gave
What
me
the
a few minutes
fuck?
to catch
Wide
up with
open.
him. I discussed with Coach how difficult it is to guard Jalen Brunson. He initially joked. He said, "You'll have to ask my guys that." Jalen is a really gritty, confident player. We can't let him get into a rhythm early or we're going to be in trouble. We'll have to keep our eye on how well this defense does against Brunson. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie.
The Kings.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
And the Kings call time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Fans, let's get a big round of applause for your 916 crew.
And it's Valanciunas with the ball for the Kings. Trailing by 4. And this game, the first chance they've had to
Dumbass
see New York.
nigga.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Ellis.
You should let the computer guard me.
And one move
Guard that
ahead
pick
of
and
the
roll,
defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Thank you.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the
Oh
screen
my
in order
fucking
to
god.
block
Missed
his
another one.
teammate.
Jonas Valanciunas.
Almost 7 feet tall. Towns has the length to get to the line. A tough guy to guard.
Shooting for New York.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
He
What's
could
that
not
shit?
find the mark from the free throw line in their last game.
And so Towns nails them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
To the inside. Here's Valanciunas.
Now there's
Shit,
the
Candyland
streak
down
we
there.
talk about often with Valanciunas. It helps him convert on these physical takes.
Here's Towns. To the middle. Hart.
Oh my fucking God, crackhead
That was
bucket.
good. And it's Towns with the assist. Hart's got 5 now.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
He had a huge height advantage there and did not mess around.
Now here's Hart. 5 points in the game. Pass to Brunson. Down low. Outside Hart. Count it. All 3 of his attempts
go
have
try
gone
to
in.
block it. Shit, stupid.
Yeah, just a solid passer.
Fuck.
Towns relishes
Good
his
shit,
role
boy.
as leader of this
Quick
team,
ass offense.
wanting to set up his teammates.
Different defense, nigga.
Oh, neither of these teams can miss. At the same time, neither is playing a ton of defense either.
Here's the 3. They get it again.
Oh my fucking God, what the fuck?
Attitude he showed there.
Oh my
Got himself
God.
in great position under the glass.
They had the
Stupid.
presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going.
Classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. 8 points in the quarter.
19. The Knicks. 23.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate
the
offense
fuck?
by pounding the glass.
They're just out hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
Back to Bridges.
Shoot that shit, nigga.
4-3.
Thank you.
It's rebounded by Levine. Kings trail by 4.
Go, dunk that shit, nigga.
Here's Ellis. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
When Monk isn't finding his own shot, he's making some slick passes.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
No, something
And as
looks
you
kind of
always
goofy.
say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, BA. And in a 7-game series, defense is disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano a mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Hart's got 9.
Brunson with a 6th sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
Murray driving. Back to Sabonis. DeRozan outside. That one falls.
Thank you. That's how she was
Feed
on
from
foot.
Sabonis. DeRozan's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Pass to Hart. Now Towns. He's guarded by Sabonis.
I'm right there. What the fuck?
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation
Thank
there
you.
on the
Dummy.
defense. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game
Good
so
on the
far at the
defense,
line.
right?
For your Kings.
And he shows
Good
the
shit,
focus
boy.
there. Nails the team.
This good shot.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. To the middle. Pass to LaRavia. On the wing, DeRozan. Sabonis outside.
Foul me. Oh, yeah.
Pocket
Too
4.
easy.
He nails it. And we're tied. He has 6.
Yeah, this is Sabonis in his zone. He makes scoring in the paint seem almost effortless. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game.
Over in plans. What the
And it's
fuck?
New York with a rebound. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say
oh my God, what the fuck?
Man, that's now 10 straight points in
Miss that shit. That shit's
I'm not
stupid.
sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And Sacramento making a change here.
Thank you.
This is for Towns.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, you don't expect Towns to do some of the things he does, like drain threes and make savvy passes.
It's not a take foul. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Timeout call, Sacramento. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
He's been on an absolute tear inside. They got to figure out a way to keep him out of the lane. I don't know.
DeLon Wright, Cameron Payne.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
You look at the career of DeRozan. Here's a guy who has learned how to move the ball. Speaks to DeMar's commitment to getting better.
Outside Hart.
Outside. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And it's in there.
What? Oh my God, this is stupid.
Got 6 here in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, BA.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. 1:19 left in the first half of this one. And the bucket is good.
That's how you draw it up. The defense just couldn't react in time.
Knicks leading by 4.
The assist.
Here's Payne.
Hell no.
Valanciunas with a rebound.
Look who that is.
It's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
Here's Carter.
Good shit,
and
right?
again, it's Sacramento converting.
The assist.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks.
Hell no.
They get it back.
My fault.
Outside Payne. To the paint. Another shot. Here's Wright.
Hell no.
The shot, no good. Oh, some solid D from DeRozan. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Carter. Here's Ellis. He's guarded by Bridges. Now here's Valanciunas. Outside Carter. 5 on the clock. Kicks it to DeRozan. And they force the shot clock violation.
Oh my God.
New York ball. Into the lineup for your Kings. Murray.
Bridges with it. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
Thank you.
And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
And so here's Sacramento. Robinson. Here's Wright. But if it goes,
that's the end of the first.
No good. Misses at the butt. Josh Hart getting it done for New York. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
39.
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Timeout called, the Knicks.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
The Knicks with the lead. Outside Brunson. Brunson. Hauled in by the Kings. And Richard, whenever Sabonis plays, it's surprising if he doesn't record
Usually monster double-doubles, also posted 20 points, 13 rebounds, and at least 6 assists. Domas, he is an offensive hub. With his skill and athleticism, Monk is a very valuable piece in your rotation.
And Sacramento making a change here.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line and talented enough to sink them. A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Anunoby. The next rebound. Pass to Brunson. Brunson working inside.
Such a strong floater game. Just another part of Brunson's expanding arsenal.
Outside Murray. DeRozan looks it over. Outside Murray. Play clock here. The Kings need to get one up.
Thank you.
Good work there as it goes. Sabonis has got 12.
How about the playmaking ability of Murray? Outstanding dime in that screen roll.
Pass to Towns. The kick out to Brunson. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Anunoby can't get it to go. Monk with it. And McBride picks him up defensively.
What the
inside. And now the Knicks on the break. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
DJ Tucker.
It's good.
Assist from.
And the Knicks lead by 2.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Levine.
The fuck?
Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
As a coach, you know that you can count on Sabonis to give you a double-double every night.
Pass to Towns.
Good defense.
It's rebounded by Sabonis. And here's Sabonis. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Murray with a strong finish at the rim.
This energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Out to the right wing. Back to Brunson. To the middle. Towns gets the bucket. He's got 16.
And it's always great to see Towns in the zone, bringing a ton of energy to his offensive game.
Now a timeout by Sacramento. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
So both teams making some changes here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Ellis. 6 points for him. Here's Valanciunas. And he converts the layup. Valanciunas has got 12 points.
And even with good defense on him, Valanciunas is still a threat to score, especially when he's got deep positioning.
Here's Wright. Oh, it's blocked by Valanciunas.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Pass to Carter. Back to Lyles. To the paint. Here's Ellis. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Good on the bucket.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Down low. Here's Shamet. Lays it up and banks it in. Shamet's got his first basket.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Pass to Valanciunas. Inside. Back to Carter. 5 to shoot. To the inside. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, night in, night out, Valanciunas is a player you rely on. Again, he's piling up the points.
Outside Robinson.
Shoot that shit, nigga.
Here's Shamet. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun
score right here.
49.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Sacramento leading by 4. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Mitchell Robinson. First personal foul.
Now a timeout called by New York. Sabonis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from coach is simple. Stop him.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Allie, thank you. And down it goes. 2 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Bridges. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
And here's Levine. Here's Ellis. Back to Levine. Outside Murray.
Too slow. Foul me. Thank you.
You know, when it comes to Keegan Murray, it's his all-around presence that helps his team.
Yeah, he's a very talented glue guy. He doesn't make a ton of splash plays, but he is steady and consistent, and coaches love players like that.
Shit.
Murray is one of those guys who might be better suited for the NBA than college ball. More screens, more off-ball movement. He's talked about how much it benefits him.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Launches it from deep.
Boy, you crazy as hell.
Brunson misses.
He just forfeit,
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
He's about to do game.
Murray from outside.
You lucky little bastard.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
They swipe it.
Shit, nigga.
Here's Ellis. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Knicks trail by 8 to the middle.
Hell no. Hell no.
Good D by Murray. And it's Murray with the ball for Sacramento. Down low. Here's Valanciunas.
Good shit, boy.
And the 10-footer finds the target.
That pass delivered to where Valanciunas could get into his shooting rhythm right off the catch.
Now Bridges. New York again can't hit.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And they go to the
sir. Quit. Yes, go. Yes, sir. Ugh, that sorry ass nigga choice. Oh, God.